Hey, I'm Ed Lucas, and this nutball is my brother Fred. Every week we come back and we do another video blog about whatever it may be. A to Z.
A to Z.
Sky's the limit. This week, if you could believe this, Fred, episode 29. 29! Episode 29 entitled, Keep It To Yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
We're going to get right back to that and cover a few other things right after this.
Whip.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, keep it to yourself. Let me touch on one thing first. I announced on the website on Facebook that we were going to have a surprise guest. Fell through,
Right.
couldn't set it up. I apologize for any disappointment,
I'm disappointed.
but hopefully you'll like it anyway. But yeah, it's called Keep It To Yourself. And I've been reading the news a lot.
What we
And
got in here?
I'm not anti-gay. I've got friends that are gay.
Me either.
I've had friends for all my life that were gay, and I'm cool with that, and I support them. So, whatever they want
Osmo,
to
too.
do is cool
You
with
ever
me.
see these things?
It's just
Awesome.
that the LGBTQ community, the activists, some
the
of them
curtain
get a little
rod.
nutty. You know what I mean?
Closet rug.
They want a lot of things, but
I want it all.
all right, a few things.
Few things.
It's a socially crazy issue right now.
Crazy!
It covers so many aspects, and it's really getting stupid.
Nice shirt, by the way.
This one doesn't identify
seat.
with being a man anymore. Now he's a woman. And this
Folds
woman
up.
doesn't identify with being a woman. Now she's a man. Now, though, but they
get all
still
this
have
shit
the
in there?
genitals. But they want to use the opposite sex's bathroom. This
Make
is
it
where I
drinks.
have an issue. Listen, not everybody that's a cross-dresser is a pedophile.
I hope
get
not.
it. But I have a problem with a man dressed
in
as
handy.
a woman going into the woman's bathroom when, say, my 10-year-old or 6-year-old daughter is in that bathroom. I've got an issue with that. And
I have an issue.
They might, oh my God, why would? Because there was just a story. I forgot where the story was.
Tastes
I
like
downloaded
Lysol.
it and I forgot to update it. But it was a transgender guy who
Transgender.
identified it as a female, and they sent him to a woman's prison, and he was a pedophile and a rapist. And he's in
I
prison. I
don't
don't really understand
For
how you
which-
transfer, but anyway,
rape or
they put him in a
pedophilia?
female's prison, and then there were 4 complaints from inmates that this maniac was going after him. So
Sounds cool.
you don't know. It's like you could say anything.
You never, ever know.
And only that person knows, and unfortunately, you might find out that
it's hot.
things aren't as they say. There's even priests out there, that are accused of some pretty heinous crimes. And, you look at this man, people look up to him, you never
That
know.
crime show.
Right? So that is a really weird area right there, and I don't like it at all. I have a friend down in Texas who said, if a guy ever went into the bathroom with my daughter there, dressed as a woman, he would come out, pummeled. His wife would probably beat the shit out of him. So,
At the transvestite.
so that's one. But then there's other things. There's like transgender. See, I don't really know how it works, and I'm a little ignorant. So, if you have any comments, please leave them.
I'm just
But,
stupid.
you're a guy, but you identify as a woman, right? So you dress as a woman,
Right.
but you still like having sex with women. There's
Why
that,
don't you just stay
or
a
there's
guy?
the guy that's gay and then transitions to a woman.
That almost makes sense to
You
me.
get
The other one, not
confused, too?
so much. Very
And then,
confused.
There's transgender, same sex, opposite sex. Then there's gender neutral.
No-
What the
yeah,
hell
no
is gender
sex.
neutral? I don't even know what that is. There
I
was
don't know either. I'll
a
have to look it
sign, a woman holding a sign on something I saw in the news. It said, "I don't identify as being either sex. I have nowhere to pee." And I thought it was funny that one of the comments says, "Honey, I think your problems are much bigger than where to pee." It's like you don't identify with either sex. You can't make up your mind. You don't have any urges. You're not attracted to anybody. Maybe you're just not attracted to anybody. But this whole thing is like everybody's labeling it. It's got to be something. Got to be something. And the more extreme it is, the
have
more
both
popular
sexes.
it is. Themselves. The other thing is the parades. Now this is the big thing for me. It
Black
just
parades.
boggles my mind. But, okay, you're gay or lesbian or bi or transgender, whatever it is, right?
Whatever.
And you want to bring awareness. I get it, and you want to celebrate your whatever you are. And just like the Italians, the Irish, the Puerto Ricans, they all have a parade.
See.
The firemen have a parade. Policemen have a parade. The gays want a parade too. That's cool.
I want a parade.
But now you're all fighting for equality. You're fighting for acceptance. You're fighting for just to belong and to integrate into society and be accepted. But then you dress like freaks.
Was everybody actually
Why
kung fu
is that?
fighting?
It's not like in the Puerto Rican Day Parade. There's festival dress attire. There's
Tortillas.
costumes. And
That's Mexico.
the gay community, man. Just look at this. You're as shocked as I am, right? This is crazy. So you come out in the street in a crowd, and you're all dressed
Like
in
that.
boas and the excessive makeup and thongs and listen, it's too much, man.
So a little kid
You're
twerking.
going to dress like a freak.
Like 10.
You're going to push people back, and they're not going to accept you. They're going to think that you're a freak. Dress more mainstream,
Super freak.
and you'll be
Super
considered
freaky.
and accepted more mainstream. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm behind the times, but
Little bit.
it is what it is.
But I'm there with
the
you.
other one was it was a disturbing story I read about a local
Disturbing
library,
story.
and it had. I thought it was a joke. It said drag queen story time.
Drag queen.
So I'm like,
story
all right,
time.
was it adults? No. What it is a drag queen, full
Full regalia.
dress, comes into a library and reads a children's
How
book
perfect.
to children.
Sounds legit.
All right. So I read this, and it got very disturbing. And there was a couple articles that followed up about that, people that were there who commented on it.
Clifford the
and-
Red Dog, maybe.
But it's too much to go into. But basically, you got 3, 4, 5-year-olds, right, going to the library with their parents. The parents brought them to Drag
Good
Queen
move, Mom.
Story
Good move,
Hour.
Dad.
Bring them there to hear a story. Of course, the story is not Winnie the Pooh or Cat in Hat. It's in this case, it was a story by, I believe it was Mike Pence's daughter,
Got a daughter? She hot.
who wrote a story about tolerance and gays and all that.
Snowflake.
It involved 2 male bunnies who wanted to get
To each
married,
other?
Okay, and the stink bug, I think, was represented as Mike Pence
Stink bug.
was against them and tried to prevent the marriage. And this is what the story is about. So now, I don't understand. As a parent, why would you bring your kid to this library
I don't have
story
kids,
hour with
and I
a
know
drag
that's wrong.
queen, and you're going to have this story? Your kid wants to play with Barbie dolls and G.I. Joes and trucks and dress up in ballet uniforms, man, and ballet suits. The kid does not, at 4 years old, 5 years old, does not want to hear about gay, straight, transgender, or anything. Doesn't want to see a transvestite. All you're doing is you're exposing your kid to unnecessary sexual orientation
Melt
bullshit.
its brain.
Way too early. You're putting
Oh my
tons
God,
of questions.
can you imagine the questions?
Daddy, mommy, why is that lady, 7 foot tall? Daddy, why is her voice deeper than yours? Daddy, why does she have like a size 15 foot? You got to see this drag queen. It was insane.
How you doing?
And then they
Don't I look beautiful?
And then the article of one of the parents that he went without his kids just to see what this was all about. I don't blame him, right? You're going to be curious.
Check that
He said
out.
that drag queen was actively recruiting children. In other words, asking them, do you ever want to dress up as a woman? Do you ever want to think you want to kiss a boy? You ever want to kiss a girl?
Right in the kisser.
Inappropriate questions.
To my kid.
And how the parents allowed this, I don't know. Well, I do know because they interviewed some of the parents, and one of the guys, he seemed to be way too okay with this. He brought his kids there, and he started to say, nice, he says, oh, yes, I wanted to bring my children to show them that the world is very diverse, and there's different kinds
got
of people
plenty of
out
time
there,
to figure that
and
out.
You can be different if you want to be. And a little bit of glitter never killed anything.
Just ask Richard Simmons.
That's the part that got me. It's like, all right, bro. So there's a secret that you're keeping, obviously.
Keep it
So,
to yourself.
Anyway, I'm not anti-gay. I want everybody to be happy doing whatever the hell it is that you need to do. but you don't need to expose 4 and 5 and 6-year-olds to it. You don't. There's another thing. Did you read this? In a hospital, when you have a baby now, I don't know if it's all states, but a few states are doing it now. You check off male, female, or X. X to be determined.
Really?
Sorry. Your baby's born with a penis? It's male. Your baby's born with a vagina? It's female. That's simple. Okay?
It's kind of
if
an
your
open
kid
book
decides that it no longer wants to be male or female later on, then you go back and you change it. You don't write X when the kid is born. You're just inviting disaster. If you ever mark X on your kids, you're up. You're some whacked out lunatic, and you shouldn't have kids. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Like it or not. All right, Fred, hit it. You know what to do.
If you like it, hit the like button. And if you want to see future episodes, hit the subscribe button. And, of course, that little bell that you see blinking down there, that brings you future episodes.
And as Freddie said.
And comments.
Comments.
He never gives me enough time.
First of all, we're looking for subscribers. We got to get that number up. It's been stagnant.
Like
it actually dropped a little bit. Please subscribe. And to get notifications, you have to hit that little bell. Comments, man. Let me know what you think about
Bring
this.
it.
I think I might do one more show if we get any feedback on it. It was disturbing when I read it, and the more I read, the more disturbed I got. So, anyway, that's Ed, Lucas, and Fred. Coming back at you next time. Thanks. You like my shirt?
Yes, I like your shirt. It's appropriate for this episode, actually. I see 12 minutes and 24 seconds.
12 minutes.
It is very hot in here.
We'll see how it goes.
You're absolutely right, my brother.
Feel it?
All right.
No shenanigans. No magic today, I'm sorry. Feeling a little under the weather. I actually have a cold. It's a head cold. But on this side of my head, it's down here, behind my eye, in my nose, and in the back of my throat. And every 2 hours, my eye tears. It looks like I'm crying, but out of one eye, right? A big baby. And then the congestion is insane. And it comes and goes. So I'm trying to be a big boy, work my way through it. But yeah, no magic today. I'm sorry. Well, that was kind of magic, though, right? The magic box. Whatever.
Keep it to yourself.